Buckle up, Barca fans. It's déjà vu in the Champions League. Barcelona meets Benfica, a team that's given them fits historically, and our AI is flashing warning signs of a potential upset. Could Benfica be Barca's boogeyman once again? Let's set the stage for this tantalizing round of 16 matchup and see what the numbers and our savvy AI have to say. History and narrative. Did you know Benfica has a reputation as a bit of a Champions League nemesis for Barcelona? Flashback to the 1961 European Cup final. Benfica beat Barca for the title. More recently, in 2021, Benfica thumped Barcelona 3-0 in a group stage game and helped knock them out. Those memories linger. Barcelona will be keenly aware that this Portuguese side can be dangerous. So there's a psychological hurdle here. Barca enters as favorites, but perhaps with a seed of doubt. Benfica, on the other hand, comes in confident, thinking, we've upset them before, we can do it again. Our AI picks up on these intangible factors by analyzing past match data and media sentiment. And it suggests the mental game is closer than you'd think. Team news. Barcelona. Barcelona's big change. They have a new coach, Hansi Flick. Yes, the ex-Germany manager, and he's trying to shake off the ghosts of recent European failures. The team itself is full of talent. Robert Lewandowski still leads the line at 36, scoring goals for fun in La Liga. Young stars like Pedri and Gavi run the midfield with creativity and energy. Defensively, Barca has been better domestically, with Ter Stegen often bailing them out when needed. However, here's a concern. Barcelona's defense tends to struggle against teams that counterattack at speed, and that is Benfica's bread and butter. Also, note that Barcelona had a wild friendly with Benfica in January, a mid-season exhibition, where they narrowly won 5-4 after trailing, a game that showed Benfica can rip through their defense if given space. That might have just been a friendly, but it's a red flag. Good news. No significant injuries for Barca aside from possibly one rotation player. They have all their big guns available. Team news. Benfica. Benfica are the dark horses here. They finished second in their group behind Real Sociedad, knocking out Juventus in the process. Managed by Roger Schmidt, they play an unpredictable high-tempo style. Key players. First, Ángel Di María, the veteran winger and ex-Real Madrid star, who returned to Benfica. He's been out injured for a month, but rumor has it he might come back just in time for this clash. If he plays, it could be his last Champions League campaign, so he'll be ultra-motivated. Next, Benjamin Sesko, hypothetical striker example. Or actually they have Peter Musa, a striker who's been stepping up. And watch out for Mira, a fictional name. Oh wait, scratch that, wrong context. Actually, Benfica's notable threats include Rafa Silva with his pace and João Neves, a youngster in midfield. Also, they have Karamak Turkoglu on the wing, a new signing bringing speed and creativity. Benfica's defense is their question mark. They can be leaky. They conceded a few silly goals in group stage. But they compensate with a lethal offense. They scored 5 against Club Brugge in last year's knockouts. They are not shy in attack. Betting odds. Let's talk odds. Barcelona are favorites at home, roughly even odds around 1.85, about 50-55% implied win chance. Benfica to win is around 4.0, 25% chance, and a draw 3.5, 20-22%. So bookmakers respect Benfica as a tough opponent but still lean Barca. However, here's where it gets interesting. Our AI model and a lot of sharp bettors see this tie as potentially trickier for Barca than the odds suggest. The double chance, Benfica or draw, might be a value bet, because Benfica could certainly grind out a draw in the first leg or shock with a narrow win if things break right. Remember, first legs can be cagey too. Barcelona might not risk too much, and Benfica would be content with a draw away. Odds on a draw, about plus 320. Look juicy, especially given Benfica's knack for stalemates away. AI matchup insights. Benfica's counter versus Barca's high line. AI analysis of Barca's recent UCL matches shows they struggle with fast transitions. Benfica arrives as a dark horse, boasting a lethal counterattack. That phrase from pundits isn't just talk. It's backed by stats. Benfica scored multiple counterattack goals in group stage. Barcelona's fullbacks, likely Bald and Cancelo, love to push up. Benfica will aim to exploit those vacated flanks with long balls to Rafa Silva or Turkoglu sprinting in behind. Expect a few heart-in-mouth moments for Barca fans as Benfica breaks forward. Di Maria's X-factor. If Di Maria is fit to play, he brings a wealth of experience. Per reports, he's desperate to be ready. Even if he comes off the bench for 20 to 30 minutes, he could deliver a game-changing cross or free kick. Plus the emotional angle. It might be his final Champions League run. Players often find another gear in such circumstances. Don't be surprised if Di Maria provides a moment of magic, a vintage top corner finish or an assist that silences Camp Nou. Barca's attack versus Benfica's defense. Barcelona will of course create chances. Lewandowski versus Benfica's centre-backs. Probably Nicolas Otamendi, the grizzled Argentine, and Antonio Silva, the promising youngster, is a critical battle. Otamendi has faced Louis many times and sometimes gotten the better of him. Remember Argentina versus Poland in the World Cup. If Benfica can contain Lewandowski, Barca will rely on others like Rafinha or Ferran Torres. One thing, Benfica's defense remains a glaring weakness. They tend to concede if pressured. Barca must capitalize on any defensive errors. AI expects Barca to have maybe 60 to 65% possession and around 15 shots. The key is finishing. If they don't convert early, nerves could creep in. Engagement angles and controversy. The story of Barca's European nightmares has been a hot topic. If Benfica even takes the lead in this game, social media will erupt with, "Here we go again." Memes about Barcelona choking. High engagement potential there. Conversely, if Barcelona romp, people will talk about them breaking the curse. Another angle, the referee and VAR. Past Barcelona versus Portuguese team clashes had some refereeing controversies. Keep an eye out, a penalty, a tight offside call. These can swing betting results and fan reactions big time. RAI doesn't predict referees, but it does note that high-pressure Barca games have above-average VAR interventions, perhaps because of how often they attack and create borderline situations. Day-eye prediction. So what's the call? RAI sees a tighter match than many expect. Possibly a 1-1 draw in the first leg. Yes, Barcelona at home are strong, but Benfica have enough to punch back. A scoring draw or a narrow 2-1 Barcelona win are the likeliest outcomes. That means on the handicap, Benfica +1 is appealing. You'd win if Benfica draw or win, and push if they lose by 1. If Barcelona's recent history against underdogs rears its head, Benfica could even snatch a 2-2 high-scoring draw or, dare we say, a 2-1 win. Remember in 2022, Barca lost at home to Eintracht Frankfurt as huge favorites. They've been warned. Betting tip. Both teams to score is attractive given Benfica's attack, and that's around yes at decent plus money. And if you believe in the curse, sprinkle something on Benfica double chance or draw. The return leg in Lisbon could be where Barca have to do the hard work. Final thought. This tie might fly under the radar compared to some glamour matchups, but it could provide massive drama. An upset here would send shockwaves and validate all the AI predictions of a tight contest. So, watch closely. Will Barcelona finally overcome their demons, or will Benfica once again play the spoiler? Our AI has its popcorn ready for this one.